Hello, families. Today we are working on comparing our decimals. And as you can tell, we're going to be doing it on a number line. Now, when we compare decimals, we are looking at these lines or our number lines to go from 0 to 1 whole to start out with. What we're wanting students to realize is that between 0 and 1, there are other numbers. Now, because we're starting with tenths and hundredths, we're going to be looking at our number line, starting with the tenths and then breaking down the individual places. So we have 0, and then we're going to have 9 lines between 0 and 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I know their spacing is not wonderful, but we're trying our best. Now, those first lines represent 1/10. Can you guys see that? Let's try it with a marker instead. 1/10, 2/10. Let me write this a little bit better. 3/10, 4/10. I'm gonna write them up top. We'll write there. 5/10, 6/10, 7/10, 8/10, 9/10 to 1 whole. Now, what we're wanting them to see is that it goes in order, just like from 1 to 10. It's just going with our decimal point also, where we're going 1/10, 2/10, 3/10, 4/10, 5/10, 6/10, 7/10, 8/10, 9/10. And as we grow, the decimal gets bigger. So as you can tell, looking at this, 9/10 is larger than 1/10. 8/10 is larger than 2/10. But then we have times where we can look at even smaller decimal fractions. So let's say we're going to look at the area between 1/10 and 2/10 right here. We're going to do a closer look at that. So if we start with 1/10 right here and 2/10 right here. Oh, I definitely meant to say 1/10. I'm so sorry. 1/10 right there. And 2/10 right there. We also have decimal fractions in between, where again, we would have 9 lines in between. So it'd go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And when we're looking at those, now we're going into the hundredths. So those spaces between tenths bring us to our hundredths. So we would have, for example, 11 hundredths. We would have 12 hundredths, 13 hundredths, 14 hundredths, 15 hundredths, 16 hundredths, 17 hundredths, 18 hundredths, 19 hundredths, and then it brings us to 20 hundredths, which is the same as 2/10. We're wanting students to realize that this shows us tenths, and then that space in between our tenths brings in our hundredths, and it shows those smaller values that are in between. So if I'm looking at, let's say, 12 hundredths, and we are comparing it to 9/10, I would know 9/10 is larger than 12 hundredths because of how much farther it is on the number line. This number line right here is represented for that small little area right there. Now, let's do all of it on a number line. Let's go from, let's say 1/10 again. Let's do 4/10 to 5/10. Again, if we want to do our hundredths in between, we would have 41 hundredths, 42 hundredths, 43 hundredths, 44 hundredths, 45 hundredths, 46 hundredths, 47 hundredths, 48 hundredths, 49 hundredths before 5/10. If we had them all condensed onto one number line, we would have the individual lines in between 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. As you can tell, I can't fit it on there, so that's why I'm trying to show you more magnified up close right there. But looking at this, I know because this shows the space between my 1/10 and 2/10, that 15 hundredths, which is somewhere in here, up here, is smaller than 5/10. I hope that answers any questions you guys have for today. If you have any more, just please drop them in the chat or in the comments and we will answer away. Have a great day.